Good morning, student. In this lecture, we will discuss the ideal characteristics of the HVDC system. So before discuss this topic, let's see revise the four different points which influence the selection of the control characteristics. So these 4 points we have discussed in the last lectures that you must consider when you select the any control characteristic of the HVDC system. So first is that to prevent the fluctuation of the high direct current due to the variation of the AC system voltage. Second is maintaining the direct voltage near the rated value. Third one is maintaining the power factor at sending and receiving side as high as possible. And fourth one is prevent of the commutation failure in the inverter operation of the converter and arc back in the rectifier operation. So when you design any control characteristics for the HVDC system, you keep in mind all these 4 points and satisfy all these 4 points so that you can operate the HVDC system in an effective manner. So with consideration of all these influence factor, we design the control characteristics. First we see the ideal characteristics. So the ideal characteristic of the HVDC system is look like this. Yes. So ideal characteristic you can see that is look like this way. So you can see that here the basic requirement is that to control the voltage and current to control the power in the HVDC system. So here the responsibility for the voltage regulation and current regulations that are kept distinct and are assigned to a separate terminals. It means here under the normal operation, the rectifier which maintain the constant current, so that is called as a CC. So you can see that in this characteristic rectifier that is CC, it means that is operate as a constant current mode, and inverter that is operate for the constant extinction angle. It means for the constant gamma angle. Extinction angle is gamma. So why constant extinction angle? Because to maintaining the sufficient commutation margin. So then and then you can achieve the proper commutation. So for the proper commutation, the inverter is operates in the constant extinction angle control. So you can see this horizontal line, that is the inverter characteristics. So the basis of this control characteristic, you can see this voltage and current characteristics. X axis there is a current, y axis there is a voltage VD. So in this voltage and current characteristics, this coordinates that voltage and current which is measured at some point in the DC line, and intersection of these two characteristics, that is nothing but the operating point. So you can see that here the constant extinction angle characteristic of the inverter and this vertical line constant current mode of operation of the rectifier, and when all the condition of the converter, all the condition of the HVDC system that is fulfilled, that we have discussed in the previous slide, all these 4 condition is fulfilled, and we measure the voltage and current at any point in the DC line. So that is intersecting point, that is nothing but the operating point of the HVDC system. So here in this case, this characteristic we draw, the rectifier inverter characteristics are both are measured at the rectifier terminals. So the inverter characteristics include the voltage drop across the line. So you can see here in the voltage VD, the inverter voltage, normally we know that voltage VD at the inverter side, that is VD0 I cos gamma minus RCI into ID. But here in this equation we add the voltage drop RL into ID. So that is nothing but voltage drop across the line, because we measure this voltage in this characteristic at the rectifier end. So in the inverter characteristic, this voltage of inverter we measure at the rectifier side. That's why we add the voltage drop across the line. Normally we know that the voltage at the terminal of the inverter, that is VD0 I cos gamma minus RCI into ID. But that voltage measured at the inverter end. But when you measure the voltage at the rectifier end, at that time you must add the voltage drop across the line. So that's why here the VD in this characteristic, the inverter characteristic, this VD is nothing but a voltage measured at the rectifier end. That's why we add this voltage drop. So here In this characteristics, the rectifier characteristic is shifted horizontally. You can see that it is a vertical line. X-axis there is a current. It is operated in the constant current mode. So when you change the current and maintain the constant current, so this characteristic of the rectifier that is moving horizontally. Clear? So if the suppose the measure current is less than this command given by the controller, so this rectifier firing angle changes such a way that they maintain the required amount of the current at the DC side and maintain this current constant. Clear? Same way, suppose inverter characteristic is raise and lower, that is upward and downward, by means of the transformer tape changers. So when tape changer is moved, the constant extinction angle regulator of this inverter that quickly restore the desired value of gamma, because the inverter operation that required some minimum value of gamma to provide the effective commutation of the valves. As we see in the last lecture that for the proper commutation of the valves, you require some minimum value of gamma or minimum value of extinction angle. So to maintain some minimum value of gamma, when this characteristic of the inverter is changed, what will happen? That change the voltage level, because here for the voltage regulator we use the inverters and for the current regulator we use the rectifier. So to maintain the voltage in the DC line to control the power flow, but at the same time to maintain the constant extinction angle, so for that quick regulator, constant extinction angle regulator that provides the constant control of this gamma, so that quickly restore the value of gamma. So as a result, what will happen? The direct current will change. Suppose that here in this horizontal characteristics of this inverter, constant extinction angle characteristic, when this change this voltage level by this constant extinction angle regulator, what will happen? The current of this rectifier side is also changes, because the intersecting point is also changes when this characteristic is moved upward and downward, because this constant current mode of the rectifier, this line is not exactly horizontal. Here in this ideal characteristic you can see it is a horizontal, but in practical situation this line is not a horizontal, they have some slope. So when this constant extinction angle characteristic of the inverter is changes upward and downward, what will happen? The direct current is changes. So when the direct current is changed, so that must be restored by the current regulator of the rectifiers, because the aim of the rectifier is what? To maintain the constant current. So rectifier tape changer acts to bring the alpha into desired range, that is between 10 to 20 degree. You can see here the rectifier tape changer acts to bring the alpha into desired range between 10 to 20 to ensure a high power factor. So here to maintain the high power factor, the value of alpha must be a minimum. Clear? So that is achieved by using the rectifier control, or you can say that the current regulator control of the rectifier. Same way, to operate the inverter at a constant gamma or constant extinction angle, the valve firing is controlled by using the computer, which takes into consideration the variation in the instantaneous value of voltage and current, and computer control the firing time so that the extinction angle gamma is larger than the deionization angle of the valve. So when you operate your inverter for constant gamma, and this gamma is must be sufficient that the outgoing valve has sufficient deionization time so that proper commutation is achieved. So in this case, to operate the inverter in constant gamma, the valve firing is controlled by the computer actions, so that whatever the instantaneous value of voltage and current at the DC side, that continuously sensed by these computer control actions, and based on the voltage and current they provide the firing angle so that the extinction angle is sufficient for the proper commutation. So this is the ideal characteristics of the HVDC converters. Now let's understand what is the actual characteristics of the HVDC system. So we know the rectifier maintain the constant current by changing the alpha. So you can see that is the constant current characteristics of the rectifier. This is the actual characteristics. Here this is the constant current mode of the rectifier which maintains the constant current. However, the alpha cannot be less than minimum value. We know that. So once the alpha minimum is reached by the rectifier in the constant current mode, no further voltage increase is possible, and the rectifier will operate as a constant ignition angle control. So when alpha minimum is reached, at that time this rectifier is operate in this mode. So this is called as the constant ignition angle control. Ignition angle means firing angle control, because you must provide some alpha minimum value. As we see in the last lecture that you must provide the alpha 5 degree minimum value, so that during this 5 degree the supply voltage that is given to the control circuit to charge or power the control circuit to provide the gate pulses. So when your rectifier is operate in the constant current mode and reach to the alpha minimum, so at that time the voltage control is not possible. So at that time your rectifier is operate in this constant ignition angle control. So the full characteristics of the rectifier, that is nothing but FAB. So there are two segments of the rectifier. First segment is AB, that is a constant current mode. Another segment is FA, that is a constant ignition angle control, and that is corresponds to the minimum ignition angle that represent the CIA control modes. In practice, the constant current characteristics, that is not vertical. As we see here, it is not a vertical, exact vertical. As we see in the ideal characteristic, it is vertical. But in practical characteristics of the HVDC system, it is not truly vertical. That is depend upon the current regulator we use in the control circuit of the HVDC converter when we operate as a rectifier. So suppose that one of the proportional controller, we're not going into detail about this, but let's understand that if we use the proportional controller type of current regulator, then it has a high negative slopes due to the finite gain of the current regulators. So what is this gain? You can see here in this circuit diagram here. Suppose this is a order value of the current. It means this amount of current is required at the DC side. Actual value of current is this ID, and difference between these two current when multiply with the current gain, so that gives the voltage at the rectifier end. So that is VD0 cos alpha. So VD0 cos alpha, that is equal to K current gain multiplied order value of current minus actual value of current. So as we know that the value of VD0 cos alpha, that is equal to VD plus RCR into ID. VD is the terminal voltage at the rectifier side plus voltage drop because of the commutation. So if we equalize both these terms, K into order I order minus ID equal to VD plus RCR ID. So you get the equation of VD, voltage at the rectifier terminal, is equal to K into I order minus K plus RCR into ID. So that equation you get if you equalize these two terms. Clear? If you differentiate these two terms, so this order value is constant, so this becomes 0. So delta VD is equal to minus K plus RCR into delta ID. So that much of voltage deviation is happens. Suppose any fault happens in the DC side, so because of that the voltage at the DC side is reduces. So suppose this delta VD is reduces, so at this time the constant ignition angle characteristic of the rectifier is shifted downward, and that becomes F dash A dash. Clear? So this is the constant extinction angle, constant ignition angle characteristic when the voltage is reduced at the rectifier side. If they provide the proportional controller. But suppose that proportional controller plus integral regulator is provided, at that time this line is vertical, and this characteristics, the complete rectifier characteristics at normal voltage, that is defined by this F, A and B. Clear. But at the reduced voltage, when suppose fault is happens at the DC side, it is this characteristic is shifted F dash, A dash and B point. Clear. So this is about the characteristic of rectifier when it is operated normal condition. This characteristics F, A, B. At the reduced voltage, these characteristics F dash, A dash and B. Now let's discuss the inverter characteristic. In normal condition, inverter is operating constant extinction angle characteristics. So this line CD that represents the inverter characteristics, that is called as a constant extinction angle characteristic, CEA. So in this characteristics you can see that in the normal operation the inverter and rectifier characteristic that is intersect at point E. So E is the operating point in the normal condition at normal voltages. However, you can see that the inverter characteristic, this CD, constant extinction angle characteristic, that is not intersect with the rectifier characteristic at the reduced voltage. You can see that at the reduced voltage, the rectifier characteristics it becomes F dash A dash, constant ignition angle characteristics. At that time, inverter line is CD. So there is no intersecting point between the CD and F dash A dash at the reduced voltage at the rectifier side. Clear. Normal condition both are intersect at point E. FAB rectifier characteristics and CD that is a inverter characteristic. Both are intersect at E point. So this is the operating point. But problem is happen when the inverter constant extinction angle characteristics line CD and inverter is operated at the reduced voltage at F dash A dash. At that time there is no intersecting point between rectifier and inverter characteristics. So it means that at that time the voltage at the DC side, the rectifier side, that becomes 0, power becomes 0. So for the short period of time the power in the DC line becomes 0. So to avoid this problem, the inverter is provided with the current control mode and which is set at a lower value than the current setting. So you can see that here when rectifier is operate in the reduced voltage level because of any fault, at that time your inverter is operate in the constant current mode. You can see here. But the current setting of the inverter current control mode that is lower than the current setting of the rectifier. So it means that you can see that this is the current setting B point, that is the current setting for the rectifier constant current mode. This is higher than the current setting of the inverter current setting. So this proper margin is provided between this current setting of the inverter constant current mode and rectifier constant current mode. So the complete inverter characteristic now is given by DGH. So inverter in the normal condition operate in the CD line. Rectifier in the normal condition is operate in the FAB line. So intersecting point is E in the normal condition. But at the reduced voltage, the rectifier is operate in F dash A dash line, constant ignition angle mode. But at that time, this line is not intersect with the inverter characteristic. It means that there is no power flow is possible. So at this time, you operate your inverter in the constant current mode with the reduced current setting. So this line GH, that is nothing but inverter constant current control mode. So at the reduced voltage, we get the intersecting point E dash. So this is the operating point of the HVDC system at the reduced voltage. And normal condition, the operating point is E. Clear. So this is the actual characteristics of the inverter and rectifier at a normal voltage as well as at reduced voltage. Again repeat, at the normal voltage rectifier characteristic is FAB. There are two segments of the rectifier characteristics. Normal condition, it is operate in the line AB constant current mode, but when alpha minimum is reached, you cannot further increase the voltage. So at that time it is operate as a constant ignition angle control. because you maintain the alpha constant minimum, because you not reduce the alpha less than alpha minimum value. So at that time rectifier is operated in the constant ignition angle mode. So rectifier characteristic FAB, normal condition inverter operating constant, extinction angle characteristic line CD. But when abnormal condition happens, when the DC line voltage is reduced, so at that time the rectifier CIA characteristic, constant ignition angle characteristic, operate at the line F dash and A dash. But at this line, at this point, there is no intersecting between the FA dash and line CD. It means your HVDC system, there is no power flow in the DC line because there is no operating point. So to avoid this problem, we operate the inverter in the constant current mode. So at that time, there is an intersecting between F dash, A dash, rectifier characteristics and inverter characteristic GH. And that intersecting point is E dash, that is the operating point at the reduced voltage. So I hope you understand this characteristic. Now, what is the margin is provided in the constant current mode between inverter and rectifier? So the difference between rectifier current order and inverter current order, that is usually set 10 to 15% of the rated current, to ensure that the two constant current mode of the inverter as well as rectifier do not cross over each other because of any measurement errors. And this margin, that is called as the current margin. So this IM is called as the current margin. So the definition of current margin is that the difference between the rectifier current order or current setting and the inverter current setting, that is called as the current margin, and that is provided, and that is equal to 10 to 15% of the rated current. Suppose that this is a 100 value at B point, current setting of the rectifier. So for between 10 to 15% less current setting is provided for the inverter. It means the current setting for the inverter is 85 ampere or 90 ampere if the current setting of the rectifier is 100 ampere. So the difference is provided 10 to 15% of the rated current. So under normal condition, as I say, that is represented by the operating point E. At this time, the rectifier controls the direct current and inverter controls the direct voltage by the line CD. But with the rectifier reduced voltage because of any fault, the operating condition is now represented by the intersection point E dash. Now at this point, the inverter takes the current control mode and the rectifier establishes the voltage control mode by the characteristic F dash A dash. So exactly reverse operation is done when the voltage is reduced at the DC side. Under the normal condition, rectifier operating constant current, inverter operating constant extinction angle control. So I hope you understand these actual characteristics of the HVDC system. Let's now see the combined characteristics of both the converters. So as we know that in the HVDC system, any converter can be work as a rectifier as well as inverters. So here you can see that combined characteristic of converters. Suppose converter 1 and converter 2 here. So here we first understand that suppose the power is transferred from converter 1 to converter 2 in the HVDC system. So it means that this converter 1 is act as a rectifier and converter 2 is act as a inverter. So at this time, what is the operating mode of converter 1 and converter 2? So you can see that here the converter 1, which is act as a rectifier, so it is operate as a constant current mode. You can see that constant current mode and constant ignition angle current mode. So constant ignition angle, that is corresponds to alpha minimum, and here that is operating constant current mode. Converter number 1, which is act as a rectifier because power is transferred from converter 1 to converter 2. So here converter 2 is act as an inverter. So obviously it is operating constant extinction angle control. So this line is the inverter characteristics. So here the intersecting point between this converter 1 and converter 2, that is point E1. that is the operating point when power is transferred from converter 1 to converter 2. So this solid line that represents the characteristic when power is transferred from converter 1 to converter 2. Now exactly power flow is reversal when power is transferred from converter 2 to converter 1. For at that time you require first to achieve the reversal of the margin setting. You can see that when power is transferred from converter 1 to converter 2, at that time the current margin or current setting of the rectifier that is higher than the current margin of this inverter. You can see that at the reduced voltage the inverter is operating in the constant current mode. So at this time the current margin of this inverter which is less than the current margin of the rectifier. Clear? But now we transfer the power from converter 2 to converter 1. So now your converter 2 that is act as a rectifier and converter 1 is act as an inverter. So now the current margin for the reversal of the power flow, the current margin of the converter 2 must be higher than the converter 2. So you can see this dotted line here which is connected with the constant extinction angle characteristic of the converter 2. It means during the reversal of the power flow, the converter 2 characteristic is like this one. So current setting of the converter 2 is this one. And converter 1 current setting is this one. It means we interchange the current setting of the both the converter when we change the or when we reverse the power flow. First, when we power flow from converter 1 to converter 2, at that time current setting of converter 1 is this one, this solid line, and current setting of inverter is this one. Clear? It means that converter 2 current setting is lower than converter 1. But when we reverse the power, when we want to reverse the power, means converter 2 to converter 1, converter 2 is act as a rectifier, converter 1 is act as an inverter. So at that time converter 2 must have a current margin more than the converter 1. So that's why here we interchange the current setting and make the current setting of the converter 2, you can see this line, which is more than the current setting of the converter 1, this line. Clear? So in this case you can see that the converter 1 that is operate in the reversal of the power flow, it is operate in constant extinction angle control as well as CC mode, constant current mode at a reduced voltage. And converter 2 that is operating constant ignition angle control, you can see this line, and constant current mode is this line. And this current setting is higher than the current setting of this converter 1, because now the converter 2 that is act as a rectifier and converter 1 is act as a inverter. So intersecting point between this converter 2 characteristic, this one, and converter 1 characteristic, this one, the intersecting point is E2. So during the reversal of the power flow, the operating point is E2. And during the power flow from converter 1 to converter 2, the power intersecting point is E1. That is the operating point. So this is the combined rectifier and inverter characteristic when HVDC system, any of the converter act as a rectifier as well as inverter. So I hope you understand this complete characteristics. So when you see these lectures, all these lectures, first understand the ideal characteristics of the HVDC system. Then after understand these actual characteristics of the converters at a reduced voltage and normal voltage. Then after you can able to understand this combined characteristic of the HVDC system, combined rectifier and inverter characteristics. So it is very important topic to understand the control characteristic of the HVDC system. So I hope you understand this topic, ideal characteristic, actual characteristic and combined characteristic. So if you have doubt in this three main topic, you ask the query, note down when you see these lectures and ask the query during the doubt solving session. So I hope you understand this. Thank you.